Yesterday we discussed about price list, return price list, and shipping charges list, and discount list. Okay, in case of discount list, we are able to configure three types of discounts. One is flat discount, and another one is range based discount, and third one is conditional based discount, nothing but attribute based discount. And so how to create those conditions when defining the discount rule? How to create those conditions, I'll explain you now. Order management and pricing. And I'm opening the discount list. So yesterday, okay, let me click on file, then click on search. I think for this item, we configured the conditional based discount that is based on the customer and based on the business unit, and we are giving 3% discount. So here, if I click on edit rule table columns, so here, as I mentioned, these conditions has to be created under this setup. The setup name is price term adjustment. It has to be created under that setup. So that is actually called as a matrix class. There are different types of matrix classes are there, and this is one of the matrix class. This is one of the matrix class. So we have to go to this matrix class and we have to create conditions over there. Okay, so then those conditions are gonna display over here. Okay, based on the item or based on the ship to city. So these are created over there. I'll show you the configuration now. From the task list, I'm navigating to manage matrix classes. And which matrix class? Pricing term adjustment. Here, this one, right? Pricing term adjustment. Okay, open it up. And here you have to see here what are the conditions that are created here. So it's displaying in the discount list, correct? So you have to add the condition here. So out of these conditions, anyone is mandatory? No, no one is mandatory. That's why, if you enable the required checkbox, every time this condition will become mandatory. But when you're defining the discount rule, so suppose if I click on the new button, okay, the business unit is mandatory, but customer is not mandatory, correct? Business unit is mandatory, customer is not correct, is not mandatory. Is it configured under this? I think yellow null is not allowed, maybe. Let me show you the matrix class configuration. You're able to follow me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, yeah, for the business unit, yellow null is not allowed. So that's why it has become a mandatory field to enter the data. In case of customer, if you don't enter also, if you enter null, nothing, but if you don't enter anything, it's fine. Yellow null is okay. But business unit yellow null is not okay. Okay. So how to create these conditions? Okay, it's simple. I mean, simple in the sense you should have an idea on creating them. So you have to enter the name and the code and the operator. Currently it's been selected as equal to, and these are all available in the drop down. So business unit is available under the header, right? Header dot selling business unit ID. Okay, and you want to make it as a required. and yellow null is allowed or not. Okay, and this one, if you click on this edit button, so this you need to remember. Okay, so I have given the values what need to be entered in the matrix class. Okay, I have given here. So application. Okay, first I'll explain you this one. You wanted to get the values from a query, or you want to get it from lookup. Lookup in the sense you can create a lookup. In the lookup, you can add the values. So here in the previous example, if you see, somebody created a lookup here. If you see, somebody created a lookup here. So here somebody created a lookup here, okay, you see. And under that lookup, we have to manually add the business unit values, okay. So here domain type is selected as lookup. So create a lookup. Under that lookup, you can add the values, okay. So where this lookup is created, sir, okay. You want me to show?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Do you see anything called manage administrator lookups or application lookups? If you see something, let me know.
Manage availability lookups was there, sir. Actually.
There are a lot of lookups are coming up. Let me application standard lookups, common lookups. Administrator lookups. Define lookups. Common lookup, standard lookup. Okay. So this is the task. Many standard lookups in that the lookup is created here and business unit values are added. Okay. So here if you want module, okay. Module is pricing, right? So you have to select the pricing administration as a module. Save it. Save it, and after that, add your BUs. Okay. You have to add the business units manually here. 53K INDBU. Okay. So based on this lookup value, so in case of lookup, you can create your value. So BU, you have to enter exactly the BU name here. Exact BU name you should enter here. But for BUs, instead of this, the best option is, instead of creating a lookup, the other best option is this one. Pulling up the BUs list from the query. Okay, if I click on here, so earlier we have seen lookup. Okay, now we are trying to retrieve the values from a query. And application module you have to select as matrix domain. This one you have to select. And the configuration, you have to select matrix domain AM local. These two you need to remember. After that, we are trying to pull the values based on the business unit, right? If it is business unit, you can select business unit. If it is customer, you can select customer. If it is legal entity, legal entity. If it is salesperson, you can select salesperson over there. Okay. And again, under the key attribute section, so based on the legal entity ID or based on the business unit ID or based on the ledger ID, okay, based on the location ID. So these options are available, these conditions are available. So based on these conditions, we can configure this query, okay. Even I'm also, I mean to say, I'm also remembering this, but I've mentioned in the document here what application need to be selected, okay. On the configuration, what need to be added. Under the view object query, what need to be added, I have mentioned here, okay. And also during the configuration, during your project configuration, it's you better refer to the vision instance also, demo instance also, to see how the conditions are created, and the same way you can also create for your project. Okay. So if I have to explain you application module, I don't know what are all this. Okay. So there are plenty of things are there. Okay. But mostly our conditions are available under this. Okay. What is that? Matrix domain, Oracle Apps SCM pricing, that one. This one. And configuration, matrix domain AM local. And view object query, we are trying to write on the business unit, right? So select the business unit and key attribute business unit ID. And display attribute, I think it's fine. And that's it. Let me open this again. And I'm clicking on this. And if you want, you can see once again this one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Or else, if you're facing new conditions, if you don't know how to configure, you can also create a ticket to Oracle. They will help you. So this is my requirement. And how to configure this, they will help you. Okay. What's the you pasted a link?
This has everything, Krishna. It talks about all these queries and other things.
Yeah,
This
of course, but who will read that?
document.
Okay. I've given that link already in the team. Give me a second.
తీసుకుంటారు ఇక.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So, Sridhar, you see, I've given the link already here, okay? In the pricing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this link I'll explain you at the end, because when compared to Oracle EBS, Oracle Fusion documentation is really simplified and interesting, and with a lot of good examples and pictures also. Okay. In case of EBS, the implementation guides are very lengthy, but in Fusion it's not like that. It's crystal clear and simple. Okay. So later, after completion of our module discussion, I'll explain about this link. Okay, so who is having the time, you can go through this link thing. Okay. Now, when come back to our configurations, where is that? OEM, auto management. Okay, so I would like to take questions now. So hope you understood, to create conditions, we have to navigate to the matrix class, and we have to build the conditions, what conditions that you wanted to use during the configuration of this control. Okay. Any questions, team? Because I know I have not taken questions yesterday. Price list, I configured written price list, shipping charges list. In any topic, if you're having any questions, please.
Sir, in the price list, there is a field known as price list definition. So, what is the significance of that, sir?
Price list definition.
The price charge definition.
Price charge definition.
Yeah.
In case of price list, you will see price charge definition only. Okay. So basically, when you in the sales order, if you click on the total amount, okay, you'll see the breakup, right? So
Yes,
in that
sir.
breakup, that price is what, whether that is a insurance charge or sales price, or whether that is a installation fee, or whether that is a recurring fee. Understood? Okay. So again, is that price, whatever that you are selecting here, that will be displayed.
Okay. Okay, understood.
Any more questions? Because some clients they provide installation service, repair service, or if you take our entertaining platforms like Hotstar and Netflix, that's not a sales, right? That's a subscription fee. So when you are paying, it should display subscription fee in the total amount, right? What is the subscription fee? Again, is that what is the amount? Correct, Girish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what you are selecting there, that's will be displayed in the sales order total amount. Again, is that amount.
Okay.
Okay, so no questions, huh? I think since you're asking, when I say no questions, you are all active.
I have one question, Krishna.
Tell me.
Hello.
Tell me.
I've seen the negotiation. I've seen negotiation checkboxes and negotiation option in procurement, but I have never seen in this module. So we don't do any negotiations.
Wow. Can you repeat your question, Rakesh, once again?
So in procurement model, we have seen negotiation option, right? In some cases. So in here, we haven't seen any negotiation.
In
So
the
there is no any significance in negotiation.
In the procurement, we have seen negotiation. So negotiation where you have seen in the procurement? You mean in which module? In the purchasing or sourcing module, negotiation module, or while creating the requisition?
Yeah.
So basically, what is negotiation, Rakesh?
So we negotiate with the supplier.
Okay.
So like negotiation in the sense like we can negotiate the price.
Okay.
So whether in this case here the customer also will negotiate with us, right?
Okay.
While,
If he negotiate
so
with us, then we give him a discount, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So the discount is applied.
Yeah. We provide a discount if we negotiate.
Done.
Next question, please.
Sir, practice doubt I have, sir. Shall I ask now?
No, sir. We'll take practice out at the end. Because
Okay.
you are facing some error. If I keep on troubleshooting that error, it will take time, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Practice doubts not in the middle or not in the starting, at the end.
Okay, done, sir.
I don't know how many of you gone through yesterday's session video. It was very important. Okay. If you have not, even though you attend the class yesterday, it's better if you walk through that video again. Because I covered a lot of topics yesterday. Even though it's a 1 hour session, I covered a lot of interesting topics yesterday. Okay, please go through them. Okay, so next, let us talk about different scenarios that we have. So I think you're able to configure this one, right? With the current explanation and knowledge you have, you're able to configure the second scenario and sixth scenario, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how to configure the first scenario? Okay, price is same for all customers. How to configure the first scenario? So to configure the first scenario, so simply in case of first scenario, price is same for all customers. Price is same for all customers, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that means here, no classification. No classification. So you're not, classifying the customers. So what you can do is here, So let me go to the setup, navigating to auto management, pricing lookups. Pricing, I'm navigating to pricing lookups. Where is that? And I'm opening the pricing segments. And here I'll configure a pricing segment called global pricing segment. Global pricing segment. I configured a pricing segment, right? So you remember the second setup. The second setup is pricing segments, right? I'm navigating to second setup. So here you have to configure like this. If the customer revenue potential is null, customer size null, cost to serve null, customer value null, customer rating null, then I would like to call which one? Global pricing segment. Okay. So this means, I think you understood the logic. So
Yes,
for
sir.
the customers, you know, we don't set up this customer pricing profiles. Normally what we do here in the customer pricing profiles, we enter the customer, you know, we select revenue potential or cost to serve or customer value, customer rating, customer size. So customer, okay, what we do, we select the customer. Okay, after selecting the customer, revenue potential, cost to serve, customer value, customer rating, customer size, we select something out of this. So in our second scenario, when we are configuring the second scenario, what we have done, second scenario, I think we choose the customer value, right? So here we have classified customer into end customer, correct? Team, please be active, okay? Otherwise I get dull.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if the customer is classified like this, then we are linking to this pricing segment, okay? But now, in this case, no customer classification. So customer, we have assumed that it's null. Null in the sense, all this is null. Revenue potential, cost to serve, everything is null. Okay. And in the pricing segment, what I'm doing, that means simply we don't do this configuration. In case of first scenario, to configure first scenario, we don't perform this configuration. If you don't perform this configuration means all customers by default having null behavior. Null behavior in the sense revenue potential null, customer size null, cost to serve null, customer value null, customer rating null. So all those customers null behavior, we are linking to which pricing segment? Global pricing segment. So this global pricing segment we link to global pricing strategy, and global pricing strategy is linked to global price list. That's it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If not clear, let me know. I'll repeat.
Yes, Krishna, can you repeat please?
Who is that?
Krishna.
Okay. You're good with this scenario. Okay. So when you understand the second scenario, you're able to understand the first scenario. Okay. If the customers are, I think I configured this one, right? So here, if you see, if the customer classified as an end customer, then we are linking to which pricing segment? End customer pricing segment, end customer pricing strategy, and customer price list. Correct?
Yes, all three.
That is second scenario. Okay. That is second scenario. So in case of first scenario, our customers, we don't classify. We don't classify is nothing but the classification where we are performing in the customer pricing profiles here.
Right.
Okay, so here we ignore this setup. We don't perform this
Okay.
setup. That means all customers are having null behavior. Revenue potential null, customer serve null, customer rating null. Okay. So in
Yes.
case of null behavior, I'm linking to which pricing segment? Global pricing. Then global pricing segment I link to global
Pricing strategy.
global price list. So you have to keep it everything null here. That means all customers are having the null behavior.
Yeah.
Price is same for all customers, right? That's why.
That's the end result. Price is same. Yeah, thank you.
So this is how it need to be configured. Okay, in case of first scenario.
Yes.
Everyone good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, coming to the other three scenarios. Okay. Suppose in this scenario, how we can configure in this scenario?
We will
Sir,
create
For each customer, we will be creating the
for every customer.
For every customer?
We will create a separate price list,
Okay.
and then we will
For
assign
specific customer, specific price list.
Okay, for every customer, separate price list. Okay. So what you are saying is, suppose if 10 customers are there, you're saying 10 price list. Correct? And
sir, in the price list only we can select a particular customer and assign the item value.
in the price list, you can select the customer.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it.
No, sir, it's not possible. In the price list, you are not able to select the customer. No.
For every individual specific price list.
All of you have to watch the videos again and again for the pricing. Not only pricing, auto management, I told you, it's interesting, tough module also, I told you. Okay. During the live training, you're not able to get 100% because we are not like Vivekananda or IIT or Kharagpur students. Even I'm like you only. If I'm attending something new technology, I cannot digest, I cannot understand 100% during the class. I'm not a topper, I'm not that intelligent, but I'll do my effort. My effort in the sense, I'll also watch the video again. Okay, I'll try to practice it in the application. That's why I'll become better, best myself. It's also very difficult for me to take the next classes also if you're not able to follow the concepts and if you're not able to follow the subject, my explanation. We cannot move further quickly. In case of fifth scenario, do you configure 10 price list? Okay, 10 pricing strategies, 10 pricing strategies,
Yes.
Yes.
10
pricing segments,
Segments. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
we link the 10 pricing segments to
Strategies.
10 pricing strategies. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. What about the first set of customer pricing profiles? So these 10 pricing strategies you have to create under lookup also, right? We know for the first setup and second setup, the values that will come from the lookup, correct?
Yes.
So here, if you see the pricing segment value, it is coming from the lookup. That means before you configure the setup, you have to create lookup, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to configure the lookup. Okay, what about first setup? Customer pricing profiles. So for this also, you have to configure lookup, right?
Yeah.
Hmm? So for the first two setups, lookup is there because the values that you are selecting, it is coming from the lookup. In case of first setup also, customer pricing profiles. So here, the values, it is coming from the lookup. So the drop down values. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, so suppose if 50 lakhs customers are there,
That many we had to create.
Customer profile we have to create.
FBDL.
FBD.
one time we can create, but again, maintenance is also tough. So in case of this scenario, okay, I'll tell you now how to eliminate these two. How to eliminate the first two configurations, I'll tell you. Directly, you can link the customer here itself. So here, what we are doing based on the pricing strategy, we are identifying the, based on the pricing segment, we are identifying the pricing strategy. From the pricing strategy, price list, right? Okay, so here, based on the customer itself, we can identify the pricing strategy based on the customer itself. Okay, so suppose customer A, let's take one customer example, customer A. What I do is I'll define a price list for customer A, and later I'll define a pricing strategy for customer A. I'll define a pricing strategy. So this pricing strategy, I link to this customer here. That means the first setup and second setup we are eliminating. We are eliminating third setup and fourth setup and fifth setup. Price list setup, pricing strategy, and pricing strategy assignment. These three setups. So how to configure that? So here, earlier what we are doing based on the pricing segment, we are identifying the pricing strategy, right? So here, based on the customer name directly we are giving here. How to do that? So you have to go to the pricing strategy assignment. The screen is very, very important. All of you, please concentrate. So here what we are doing based on the pricing segment, we are identifying the pricing strategy. So instead of that, instead of the pricing segment, based on the customer, we would like to identify the pricing strategy based on the customer. So if you go to actions, edit rule table columns, so customer, based on the customer. Okay, and if you wanted to remove the remaining pricing segment and business unit, you can remove. You can only keep the customer, or you can use the combination of all those three. So if the customer Understood, team? So based on the assignment screen itself, so here, select the customer. Select the customer, okay? And for this customer, define a pricing strategy and price list and link it here. So in this case, are we using pricing segments? No. Are we using customer pricing profiles? No.
No.
Those two setups we are avoiding. You can go with the first type of configuration also if you want. The first type of configuration in the sense, this one. You know, we decided to create like this, like 10 customer pricing profiles, 10 pricing segments, and these 10 pricing segments you can map to the 10 pricing strategies. It's up to you. You can go like this, or you can go like what I suggested. It's up to you. This is also okay. But here, 2 extra configurations we are eliminating. The second way of configuration. Because, you know, when you have these two, what you have to do, you know, for every customer, you have to create a lookup, right? I don't know how many of you are following me. Okay, I cannot help you, you know, if you don't do yourself practice. So, you know, after the class, if you're just leaving it here, nobody can help you. It's up to you. Okay. Next, I know only 50% of you are able to follow me. Not 100%, but I cannot help you.
One doubt, sir. Rahim this.
All right.
So in the second strategy which you told, like we will be assigning the strategies to the customer, right? If we have, like as you said, if we have more customers, so we'll be creating those many customers and strategies as well.
So, you know, in the second scenario, suppose you're having 50 lakhs customers also. All those 50 lakh customers are falls under these 3 categories only, right?
Yes, yes.
Then how many pricing segments, price list, pricing strategy you'll create? Only 3. Even though you're having 50 lakhs customers or, you know, crores of customers, all customers you're classifying into these 3 only. All those falls under these 3, and the customer, special customer or distributor. So you're defining how many price lists here? 3. How many pricing strategies? 3. How many pricing segments? 3.
Yes.
How many customer pricing profiles? 3.
3.
All 3, that's it. Here also all 3.
Yes.
But here, you know, if you're having 50 lakhs customers, so if you're going with this approach, what will happen? You need to create that many price lists, that many pricings, that many pricing segments you have to create.
Yes. Okay.
I covered first one, second one, third one, fourth one. How to configure. What about second one and third one? Sorry, this one. The third scenario, fourth scenario, based on the business unit. Suppose you're having 4 business units. 4 business units, India, UK, US, China, 4 business units you're having.
4 different price list and 4 different strategies, 4 different segments.
So in this case, you know, you need not to go with this pricing segments, because in this case, we are not classifying the customers. In this case, so no customer classification. No customer classification. Don't go with the first 2. Okay, not required. Okay, so the next three is fine. Nothing but assignment is okay, and pricing strategies is okay, and price list is okay. Because just now I covered the customer specific price list, right? Similarly, you can also configure, based on the business unit. Simple, okay? Instead of customer, what you do? Business unit. BU, that's it. So how many pricing strategies we need to create? In this case, suppose 4 BUs are there. How many pricing strategies?
4.
4.
4. 4 pricing strategies, 4 price list. Okay, so here how many rows you have to create? 4. Like this, how many you have to create? 4 rows.
Each line for BU.
Yeah. For each BU, you have to link to that respective pricing strategy and then price list. These 3 is enough. So mostly all the scenarios can be handled using the assignment screen. So if you observe here, based on the customer, based on the business unit, based on the customer, based on the business unit, based on the order type also. So the next scenario based on the order type. So order type you add as a condition here, like the business unit, like the customer, you can add order type as a condition into the screen. Based on the customer ship to location. So ship to location is a condition here. Based on the customer country is a condition here. Based on the legal entity or based on the ledger, legal entity, ledger, or customers ship to location. All these are conditions only. If any interviewer asks, I would like to configure pricing based on the business unit, what are the setups required? Talk about only these 3 setups. Assignment, pricing strategy, price list. Based on the BU, same answer. Based on the customer, same answer. Based on the customer ship to location, same answer.
Order type.
Based on order type, same answer. If the interviewers ask about any condition specific price list, nothing but based on the BU, based on order type, based on ledger, based on legal entity. So those are conditions here. Those are conditions here. Sir, exactly when the first setup and second setup is required, when you are classifying the customers. So here, if you see the second scenario, third scenario, we are classifying the customers. We are categorizing our customers. When you're categorizing the customer, then you need the first setup and second setup, otherwise not required. Because the first 2 setups are useful to see customer pricing profiles is nothing but customer classification only. So here are we classifying the customers? No. Here are we classifying the customers? No. Here in the second scenario, third scenario, we are classifying our customers. Then only you need the first setup and second setup. So simply as a blind rule, when you are classifying the customers, when you are categorizing the customers, then only you have to go with the first one and second one. Otherwise not required. The last 3 setups are enough to handle based on the BU, based on the order type, here based on the customer. Sir, here in this table, okay, if I go to the table, here only few conditions are there. So these conditions are also coming from the matrix class only. It's coming from the matrix class only. What is the matrix class name? Sales pricing strategy assignment. If you want to add additional conditions, nothing but you want to add customer country. Customer country. That condition is not available in this table. Is it available?
No.
No. No. So that you have to go to the matrix classes. I'm navigating to the matrix classes. So here, what is that name? Sales pricing strategy assignment. And here, see all the conditions. Currently, we used a business unit and customer. So this is also a matrix class. how you want to fetch the values. You want to fetch the values from a lookup, or you want to fetch the values from a query. Okay. So in case of customer, see how the data is fetched. So, these two mostly same, these two. Application model configuration, this is same. View object, it's different. In case of business unit, you selected business unit. In case of customer, we selected customer. Okay, key attribute, customer name, nothing but party name. Display name also customer name. Okay, so here you have to add. Suppose we are talking about based on the customer country, right? Is there any way that we can, here customer is at the header level, right? So you only search under the header. Customer ID is there, customer name, customer number. But ship to location, it can be at the line level, because one line can be one ship to location, another line can be another ship to location. Is it possible, team, or not possible? Understood my question?
No, Krishna, it's not possible.
Yeah, for a customer, we can have multiple ship to locations. If it is configured, then
In single sales order, can we have multiple ship to locations?
Yes.
Yes.
Line dot bill location city, bill is there. Is there any ship to,
All the way at the bottom.
yeah, going here after that, yeah,
There it is.
ship, okay. So based on the, so you have to select this condition, okay, and then here what need to be selected, not sure. I'm trying this for the first time, okay. Based on the CT, it's not a required, and yellow null is also okay.
Ship to or ship from, Krishna?
Ship to is not there. I think it's ship from itself. Ship to is there. Okay. Ship to location city. Okay. Selected ship to location city and domain type view object query. And when you are facing this type of new scenarios, how to fetch that city's data.
You didn't select the configuration?
It's just a free text basically.
Oh, okay.
It's a free text, but it should be entered in this way only. It's actually free text. If you enter anything, it will take, but Oh, it's coming from the drop down now. Okay. It's not displaying like a drop down, but the
Yeah.
moment you enter, it's appearing from the drop down. Okay. But there is no configuration and then view object for no linking. I mean, contract coverage, entitlement service, pricing process, channel process, subscription coverage, contract, and default sales order asset. Mm.
For this application module, how we can get to know, sir, like which
I
we
don't
need?
know, sir. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Contract coverage. That's why I'm struggling now. You see, I struggle. I would like to write condition on the city. Okay, that city is under which application module? I don't know. Once if I select matrix domain AM, okay, so it's just showing up business unit, customer name, legal entity. Okay, it's not showing the country. That's why I'm trying to see, is there any other appropriate application module is there? Pricing process AM. So here, based on the item ID, based on the line ID, all these are there under this application module. If I select the pricing process AM, so this is manage orders AM, that's what I selected now. So here, do you see the city? Anything related to ship to or city, do you see any condition? Here, ship to contact is there. No, right? It's not here.
There is party side.
Where is it? If I select party site, will it display country? Yeah. Okay. That means, we can't remember also which condition is available under which application module. You have to look for totally how many are there? I think around 15 are there. Okay. Okay, team.
Yes,
And if
sir.
you don't find, even if I don't find what I do, I approach Oracle, or else I read the document, Oracle document, if any information is there in the Oracle. It's not also possible to give all the conditions in the document, right? So most probably in the document also you'll not find how to configure this scenario. You can approach Oracle in this case. Okay, so pricing side, I'm done from the pricing side. So if you're having any questions, please ask. Tomorrow onwards, I'll start with the next module, that is the GOP. Yeah. The next module is in the list is GOP. Yeah. I'll discuss GOP. Any questions, please?
Krishna, one small thing, like if business is having the business unit level of pricing strategy,
Okay.
and they have only one special customers, few special customers, so we'll classify the customers as a special customers. Okay.
Okay.
So in proceedings, if I give both as a one
Mhm.
business, I mean when strategy is taking, so how system will take, like or else I have to decide customer should have the one and remaining business strategy should have two or something like that.
Basically, if the conditions are same and for both the conditions we are giving business as one, it will not work. It will confuse.
So I have to decide what is
Yes.
the priority, then I have to
Yes.
give the proceedings.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Krishna.
Any more questions? Practice doubts I'll take at the end. Subject related questions. Yesterday, today. I'm expecting more questions. Are you a kind of confusion mode? Or
We didn't start it at this practice. If I start, I'll get to know.
Sorry. When you'll practice?
Like I'm in the middle of the document sequence.
Everyday class has to be practiced on the same day only. So you should gain that. You can actually stop that and you can start practicing pricing.
Okay.
It's not a, if you can start pricing, it's not, you need not to follow that sequence also. It's not required. But make sure you're not missing anything in the middle. Okay. So you highlight yourself that these three setups are pending and then skip those three setups and come to the next setup.
Okay.
Okay, team. Narsimha, what's your practice doubts?
Yes, sir. While creating price list, my B is not coming, sir.
Simply, sir, data access.
Yeah, I given, sir, data access I given to the pricing analyst and pricing manager and pricing other.
Not role, sir, data access.
Yeah, data access, sir.
So given?
Given, sir, 3.
Okay. 3 you have given and your view is not showing up. Huh?
Yeah.
Which instance?
The same instance, sir, which is, but I am using my personal login. I mean,
can you email me that login? Did you email me?
No, sir, I didn't give the login.
Okay, because I need to verify from your user, right? Send me your login.
Forget password, sir.
Hi, Neeraja.
Yes, sir.
Pricing not started.
Not started, sir.
Then how you people are able to follow my explanation then? Please complete pricing practice, team. Okay, watch the recordings again and again. Madam Navina.
Yes, sir.
Still pricing practice completed. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yesterday's discount not completed.
Okay. So yesterday I received from Harish. Harish, start with the pricing. Okay, yeah, your resume is pending. Shishir? Shishir, are you there? You also from Shishir.
Sir, I
Shall I
sent.
Narasimha?
Shall I ping the username in here in the chat or
Okay,
email?
you can ping.
Yeah, I ping you, sir. Welcome 123, sir.
All small?
Yes, sir.
This is not the username, sir. It's the same instance.
NAR SIM, sir. Username is NAR SIM.
Sir,
But
I
I'm
asked
logging. No, username is the same, sir. Same email ID only.
I'm not able to fetch that user, sir.
Sir, I log in that user only, same presently also.
Same instance only, EKMK?
Yes, EK. No, EHJQJ, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
Please be ready with the data, man. Data access is there.
Welcome 123, sir. All small.
I remember. And did you completed other configurations also? Order management parameters, did you configure?
Yes.
Okay.
Krishna, item validation is required here.
Yes, sir, required.
Yeah, item validation is done.
Narasimha? Item validation is
Yeah,
completed.
I given, sir. Item validation, I given I am organized.
The one which you created.
Whether it
right?
is the master organization or
Master.
Master.
Oh, what is that? I don't know. In the yesterday night, I struggled for half an hour or more than half an hour. I struggled. I think after added, I didn't log out. Might be this user access. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
After adding the roles and data access, log out and log in.
Yeah, might be I didn't done.
Okay. Next
Okay.
question,
Thank you so much.
please.
Thank you so much.
Next question, please. Any more practice doubts? All good? Ankya, are you there? Yeah, are you there? Shall we discuss
Yes, sir.
about your resume?
Sir, I sent resume along with up to, I have done the practice status up to OIM parameters.
Okay. So team, I'm stopping the session. I'm recording the session, so I'll review resume. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Krishna?